Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kai. I do all types of lifestyle videos and vlogs and all of that stuff. And one of the things I do in this channel is a lot of resets. And obviously, if you guys have seen any resets videos, you guys know that Notion is one of the most popular things people use. Honestly, Notion is amazing. I love Notion so much. I micromanage myself with Notion. So the thing about Notion is that I've seen is that a lot of people get really overwhelmed when they use it for the first time, and I completely agree. I feel like Notion can be very overwhelming. I feel like there's a lot of freedom with Notion, like you can do whatever you want with it, but at the same time that's actually what makes it harder, because then you're like, what can I do? So I wanted to show you guys kind of like a little bit of tips and tricks, where to get templates and all of that stuff, just so I can get you on your journey and help you out there. Also, I am a Notion partner. I do have a link with them. It'll be down in the description box. Again, it's at no extra cost to you. It's completely free to sign up for Notion, actually. So if you want Notion, you can do it for free. I'll have my link down below. They do have like an upgraded version where you can like pay and there's like more features. But honestly, I use the free version. I get enough use with the free versions. So you guys should be fine with that. Again, that's the paid version. I feel like is if you need a little bit more things out of it, more for like pros and stuff. I know businesses use Notion, but again, I use the free version. I feel like it's a very great option. My link will be down in the description box, again, at no extra cost to you. And thank you so much, Notion, for partnering up with me. I love you guys, literally. I love Notion. But I discovered Notion a few years ago by Julie Cho, and I love her, and this video was like perfect. I'm actually going to include it down in the description box too, because I want you guys to check it out, because I feel like when I started with Notion, I kind of just copied a lot of what she was doing, and I feel like she did a great example of like showing how she uses it for all aspects of her life, which is actually, well, I'll get there for my first point of what I want to say. She used it for everything. She had her YouTube, she had her finances, she had like other like planning stuff there. She had a very meticulously planned, which is great. That's like what Notion is for. Like Notion's for whatever you want it to be. It's honestly a really great tool, but again, it's like you kind of have to know what you want out of it. So yes, I don't want to make this intro too long. So I'm going to start with my first point, which is actually know what you want from Notion. Again, Notion is such a great tool because it's such a blank slate. You can do whatever you want with it, and at the same time that can be very daunting, because if you don't know what you want with it, there's almost like so much you can do. It's chaotic. Also, my cat's in the background and he's watching his cat videos. Love him. So again, know what you want from it. When I saw her video, I was like, okay, cool. Finances, I want to do that. Planning, cool, I want to do that. YouTube planning for sure. And then when I logged into Notion, obviously I signed up like a few years ago. I'm pretty sure their like sign up display will be kind of similar still. I'm not sure. But like if you sign up, it'll be like, look at all of our awesome templates and all the things you can use. And there was like a lot of things that I'm like, oh my gosh, this sounds amazing. The life wiki, I was like, that sounds so cool. So I was just adding all these templates to my Notion, and I didn't know where to start. So then I was getting overwhelmed, because I was like, okay, I have these ideas that I want to do, the finance and all that stuff, but now I have these extra added templates that like I just found interesting, which sounds so silly. There's gonna be things that sound very interesting. For example, I love journaling in general. I have journals, and there's like journaling templates, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this. And then I would just add it. But then obviously over time I was like, I really don't like journaling on like digital. That's just not my thing. I had like literally added like a daily planner, a weekly planner, a like monthly calendar, and I realized that I really don't need any of those things. I work a full-time job. Honestly, my weekdays kind of all look similar. Every once in a while, like there might be something different and all that stuff, but like in general, most of my days look relatively the same. I didn't really need like a daily task, because again, I was like at work, and then I would come home, go to the gym, and then that's it. I didn't need a daily planner, but then I would have it there because I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so cool. Same with the weekly. I was working like Monday through Friday. It was only the weekends that I did like something out of the ordinary. So then I just ended up deleting those, because I was like, you know what? I don't really need this. So again, it's not like a bad thing, but just go into Notion with like a clear thing that you want, because it's just so easy to get like stuck with the excitement of like, oh my gosh, look at all these things. I have so many things that like I just don't use anymore. I actually recently went into my Notion into like the private like section, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many things that like I completely forgot, and like I just deleted them. Focus on one thing that you want Notion to be for. If it's for school, how do you want to use it for school? If it's for finances, what exactly are you looking for in a finance template? Obviously, I'm going to include the templates that I use down below that are free. I know that finance one that I use is someone created it, and it's like on the templates for actual Notion. I found that one great to use. I have my fitness trackers on here. I usually do my workouts on there and check them off while I'm at the gym, and then track like the weights that I use. I use Notion for that. I use it for YouTube. And honestly, that's like the three main things: finance, YouTube, and my workout tracking. That is what I use Notion for now compared to like at the start. Also, this is gonna be like a bit of a side point, but also find out how you like using Notion. I mainly, again, for my workouts, I only use it on my phone because, again, I take my phone to the gym, so that's all I use it for. I do have the app downloaded for like my laptop itself, but I hardly use that because honestly, like if I don't need to be on my laptop, I just don't turn it on. I do use the website ever so often because like I just want to pop in and be like, oh, I need to change this really quick. It is easier to change things on the actual like computer, I will say, especially if you have like cuter like templates and stuff. It's easier to like add and change things on there. So again, just figure out how you want to use it. I know that they recently did a Notion with Google Calendar type of situation. It's like a brand new feature. I haven't tried it, but again, I don't really need it. I'm not that exciting, y'all. Again, that's just another cool thing to know, like how do you want to use it? But obviously there's different ways to go through the app. So templates is like the biggest thing. Again, I will include like the templates that I use down below. Julie Cho also has some in her video, I believe. Again, her video will be down below. But usually where I find templates will be, I just type in the thing that I want on like Google, and the main places that I find are obviously the Notion website. People can submit like their own templates, actual Notion, and they'll showcase them. So try to look for sure on there. So obviously it's like the main source. However, something I found also really helpful is Reddit. Literally, if you Google like free Notion templates, Reddit comes out a lot, and people are very kind to like share their templates. It's also very easy to do. Basically, when you see a template that you like, there'll be like a button that says like duplicate up in the corner, and all you need to do is like, okay, if you like that template, click duplicate, and then it'll go into your Notion. You do have to be already logged into your Notion for it to like duplicate. Once it's like duplicated into your Notion, you can do whatever you want. So that's a very important tip of how to get those templates. Something I've also done is go on like Pinterest. I'll like look up aesthetic Notion templates. Again, look up exactly what you want, like finance tracker. I did have like a habits tracker for like a short time, but I would just forget to fill it out. So there's a lot of habit trackers out there. Again, if you like journaling digitally, there's plenty of digital journals out there. So again, Pinterest is another great source. Etsy, obviously Etsy, you will have to pay for them, but there's actually some on Etsy as well. And obviously there's other platforms that host people selling their own templates, which honestly is not a bad deal. Obviously, if you're looking for free ones, go with the Notion templates, Reddit ones. And obviously for Reddit, you don't have to sign up for Reddit. I've been able to access like some of these templates just by seeing the post. Again, Pinterest, it can be hit or miss. Some of them are paid ones, some of them are free. So you do have to kind of scroll through on Pinterest. So right now I'm actually going to take you guys through my own Notion. As you guys can see, my dashboard is actually really plain. It's just the calendar now. I used to have so many other things going on here. I would have more tabs and other stuff, but then I was like, you know what? I don't really spend much time in the dashboard to be like, I need this. So I was like, okay, we're just gonna leave that there. So basically, when you want to create a new page on here on Notion, you go all the way to the right side, scroll down to where it says templates. So there's actually two ways. You can do the plus sign that's at a page, and that will just give you like a blank page, and you kind of just to figure out what you want to do. So I can show you guys that. It's basically blank. So which again, you can do whatever you want with it. They do have, again, the templates in case you're like, oh wait, never mind, like I want an actual template. But if you just want to specifically go already to your templates, what you need to do is, again, if you scroll back down on the left hand side, you do templates, and then it will pop up the actual Notion. Will have like all the things to do, and again, they'll have like the suggested, and this is where like it can get really daunting. Obviously up here they have the different things you can use it: work, school, personal, projects, wiki, docs. Again, I usually use it for personal, so then they'll tell you all these things that you can use. Obviously the weekly to-dos, task, yearly goal tracker, which honestly sounds amazing. Again, this just shows how like I'll be like looking at it and be like, oh my gosh, that sounds cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna try that later. Then journals, reading lists, basically all these stuff. Personal mood board, that's cool. Plan trackers, AI, they have an AI on here now too, so you can ask it like stuff to write. I tried it once just for like a workout, and it was pretty okay. I feel like it also, I was using it like in my actual like workout like post, so I feel like it was actually getting like information from like my actual workouts, which I thought was interesting. Workout trackers, oh wow, they do have a workout tracker. I'm definitely gonna check these out a little bit later. Again, there's so much you can do, and again, this is only like the personal templates that Notion has, so you can Google and look up other ones. So it's anything you can make it. I'm curious about the Go tracker, so again, if you want to make it, just click it, get template. Again, this is a Notion one. I should show you guys how to duplicate actually. Oh, this one's fancy. I feel like Notion looks scary, but like honestly, once you get the hang of it, it's kind of like self-explanatory. There's like not much that can go wrong. You can get it pretty easily. Once you make a template, you just fill it out and like make it work. Again, if you want to make them from scratch, that's kind of where it gets more difficult because you're like, wait, what? So I'm just going to Google free Notion templates so you guys can see how that works. Obviously, the first tab was going to be Notion. Obviously, there's, well, majority of the time be free. There are some every once in a while that like are paid, but like usually they're always gonna be free. I haven't tried this second website. I had tried Notion Way and Notion Everything. Those are free. However, you do have to input your email, so that's something to keep in mind. Again, they're still free. You just have to put your email in. You do kind of have to be specific for on Google because otherwise they'll give you a billion websites. So I'm gonna do free Notion Habit so that way you guys can see that. Obviously, it's always gonna give you Notion first, which makes sense. But like I was saying, they'll give you Reddit ones, and usually Reddit ones are great. I'm not gonna lie, they are very useful. So again, I don't have a Reddit, so I've been able to get some without. So I do want to show you guys different examples of like how to use like these different methods. Again, this one's from Reddit, so I do want to show you guys. This is a random one that I found on Reddit. I just put habit tracker on Google, that way you guys can see it. They do have the link here to duplicate, so I'm gonna open it and then just kind of show you guys. I'm pretty sure I'm not logged into my Notion on the website. We'll see right now, but I just want to show you guys duplicate just to see how that works. I'll include this creator's link down below because again, I'm using their template for purposes. So you guys are going to go up here to the right hand corner, the little like pop-up, these little like 2 pages that it's like duplicate. All you do is click it and then it'll take you to your actual Notion and it will be duplicated, and from there on out you can do whatever you want with it, which again is pretty cool. So I do want to show you guys also Pinterest. You could do free Notion templates. Again, these can be not like it in a bad way. Like if you find one that is you have to pay for it and you really like it, go for it. But again, you kind of have to go through and find which ones you like. Some of them are like the actual templates themselves. Some of them are list. You know, if you've been on Pinterest, you guys know that like the listicles are a great thing. Obviously, some like this one leads you back to Reddit again. Let's open this one just to see how this looks. This one's actually pretty cute. I'll include this one down below as well. And it's going to take you to Reddit. This one's actually super cute. So they have the link in the comments usually. Sometimes they have it within the post. This is actually super cute. So again, go to the pages up here, click that, and then I'll duplicate it into your Notion, and then you're gonna have it, and then you could do all that. Again, I will include these down below. I haven't used them yet, but obviously since they helped me out for this little demo, I need to give them a shout out. So I'm gonna include those down below. So that is kind of some things I think will help you out on your Notion journey. Again, it's a very overwhelming, but basically find out what you're looking for. But basically just focus on what you want to use it for. It's gonna be hit or miss. I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes you're gonna think that you want it for one thing and realize that you really don't find it necessary, or like you need to tweak some things. It's all about going with the flow, seeing what works out for you. Don't get stressed out because I feel like people get really stressed out with Notion. If it's not the cutest, like don't worry. I feel like my Notion is not as cute as other people's, and I'm okay with it. Like I know what I want and I know what I get out of it. Like my workout tracker is literally my checklist of my workouts and then a table with all the weeks and like the things I use. Like it's not pretty, but you just gotta use it for what you want to use it for. So again, I hope this helped a little bit. Let me know down below if you guys have any more questions. I would love to answer all of them down below. Anything else you guys need clarification for, I would love to help you guys out in the comments. And that is it for this video. I hope it was helpful. Again, let me know down below any tips that you guys might have for someone else. Leave those down below as well. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!